Alright, hi guys. I know it's been a long time. This time it really has been a long time. I think like 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm so sorry, but I'll try to explain this quick. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've had a lot of updates and you got to kind of stay around as to what happened while I haven't really felt like filming. Not that I'm not gonna be like more on Instagram than I am on YouTube. That was not my intention at all whatsoever. It just kind of happened. Lots went on and I just didn't have the time to like set things up, or I wasn't in a mood to be in front of a camera. It was easier just to post a quick update on Instagram. So if you're not following me on there yet and you were kind of wondering where I am and you do have Instagram, make sure you follow me. It's Fran underscore and underscore, like all the underscores for every space, and just Fran in the journey to baby, but I'll have a link down in the description box for you guys as well. It might make it easier just to have like random small updates when I don't really feel like making like a 2-minute video. So yeah, what's been going on, where have I been, and am I pregnant? Those are like the most questions I've been getting. Okay, so what's been going on? A lot. Where have I been? Still around, but just not on YouTube. And am I pregnant? No, I'm not. So as to what happened, let's get into a little bit more detail. So last cycle, like you guys knew, I think that last video that I posted must have been like me asking for your guys' opinion whether I ovulated on cycle day 18 or 22. Now I'm gonna say like 80% of you guessed cycle day 18, and then the other 20 was cycle day 22. As I was going on, I started like testing around when I would be 9 DPO if I ovulated cycle day 18, which was only like 5 or 6 DPO if I ovulated cycle day 22. So you can imagine the craze. I did order some more Wanfo pregnancy tests. I think it was like this time I just did the pregnancy test, which was like $50 for $30, which whatever. And I had some first response tests too. Now, I tested on some Wanfos and I got to the point where I was 9 DPO at the latest, and I think like 12, 13 DPO at the earliest, if that makes any sense. So was that backwards? I don't know. Either way, so I got to the point where I'm like, now I should be getting a positive pregnancy test. If I was pregnant and it didn't happen, my temps were kind of like, I think they were going up, but not really. But anyway, and up until that point, before they really started going down, they were fairly high up, especially with that little dip, which I usually never get, which I thought was implantation bleeding. What else? So then like I started talking to Leanne, who is pretty much close to popping with her twins, and I've been sending her some pictures and stuff, first on Instagram as well. And one day I was like, oh well, big fat negative again, and she's like, hold on, and she started tweaking the picture, and all of a sudden we both seen the line. So I tested with first response, and we both seen a line. Our husbands saw lines, and they never see lines, and a bunch of other people saw lines. And I'll try, if I still have them on my phone, and if I remember which test it was, I'll insert them now. If not, don't be mad at me. Yeah, so I guess either they're there or they're not there. So that's what they look like if I inserted them. If not, yeah, it was hard to see, but we did see something. I did post them on Instagram too, and a lot of people seen something too, when I really didn't feel like I did see too well. So like I waited a couple days, I tested again, and I tested again, and I tested again, and the line stayed the exact freaking same. Which is horrible, really horrible. I don't think I've ever had anything like that. As for the Wanfos, honestly, like I find with them lately, I do always see a shadow even before I start testing. So then when you test, you just kind of imagine that it's pink all of a sudden. So that didn't help at all. So I tried to focus on the first response, because here I thought they were a little bit better, a little bit more sensitive. Everybody keeps saying don't use blue dye, use pink dye. So that's what I did. And the lines didn't get darker. Now here I thought it's like another chemical pregnancy or whatever. And then my temps started dropping and the lines didn't get darker. So I was like, I know I'm not pregnant. And then I had a 15-day luteal phase, whatever, LP, just like last time around too. So far, all the time, I've had 14-day, like whatever, LPs. And this time, like since the chemical pregnancy last cycle, like last cycle for you guys, because it's already a new cycle for me, it started being 15 days, and that's what happened again this time. So I did ovulate cycle day 22. So for those of you that guessed, that one was right. And yeah, so AF showed, I think that evening I had some spotting, and then whatever, I'll get into that later. So obviously AF kind of showed up, and I knew I was out because my temperatures were dropping. So I made a nice little phone call to first response, and I was so upset, and I kind of felt bad for the guy until a minute, and then he started getting all like, So I'm like, you do not want to argue with me right now because I'm upset. You guys let me on, like I'm not happy. So yeah, I told him what happened, and he asked me like all the time, like, how did you test? Did you test properly? Did you make a mistake? And I told him like, no, like even for the last test that I took in person, I seen a pink line. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. I know I have line eyes, but literally like I had it in my eyes and I seen it, and it was harder to see on the pictures this time, but I seen it like personally. I didn't see any of the other ones unless I edited on the like phone, but this one I saw in person. And the funny thing is that one nobody else saw on the photos, which is kind of funny. But anyway, so I did, like I said, call that guy, or call first response, and he answered and he argued and I argued back. And what ended up pissing me off when I went overboard, maybe a little bit, was when I was like, so, but there is a second line. I can see it. I've seen it right away. And he was like, well, that's kind of like why we tell people to step away and look at it. Like, you're not supposed to squint at it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been trying to conceive for 2 years. If I want to squint at my pregnancy test, I'm gonna. So he was like, well, they're the new ones apparently. This is what I'm going to try and say as close to what he said, was that all the new first response have 2 lines, but only if the chemical, like your HCG, reacts with whatever's on the test, only then it turns pink. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what the hell is this? I'm pretty sure the box says 1 line, no pregnancy, 2 lines, pregnancy, not 2 lines for sure, and start squinting at what freaking color it has. Anyway, that, like, it still makes me so mad. So I was like, we were yelling back and forth, and he was still trying to argue with me, and I'm like, you're gonna lose this battle. So anyway, I think, because I ended up buying like 3 boxes, so I think he said to check for 2 boxes of them, but I'll see if the check gets here this week, because I don't know if he just said that to get me off the line or what, but we'll see if it gets there. If not, I'm calling again. So yeah, that was that. I ended up Googling some stuff about it too, and I did find that a lot of women have that problem for some reason. And I guess like a lot of ladies guess that it is kind of like a money grab for first response, that they do this so that you think you see a line like I did, and you keep buying and buying and buying, and the line doesn't get darker, and then your period shows and you're out of luck. But not with me, because I'm gonna freaking flip every time that happens. But yeah, I think we're gonna step away from first response unless I really do see like a proper line. And that's what I started telling myself too, is like I kept getting my hopes up every time I saw a faint line. So like I told myself, unless I see a line that I do not need to squint at, it's a negative for me. I'm not gonna like freaking do this one anymore. So yeah, that's what happened with that cycle. It was literally such a gong show. If I can recommend anything, stay away from first response. I know that a lot of people have been saying the new curved ones are the bad ones, but mine were even the straight ones, and they were horrible. So I don't know if that was just me, if that's just Canada, if that's just Alberta, I don't know, but I'm gonna try and stay away from them. So, as far as us trying again, okay, that was the reason why I didn't update you guys in regards to the BFN, because it was a really sad time in our house. Lots of crying, lots of yelling, lots of arguing, lots of going back and forth, weighing the pros and cons and all that stuff. So what happened is, like, literally today well, we already decided to try again before this, but my new visa came today, so that means like I'm good again with healthcare and all that stuff, so we can go to our fertility appointment. Yay! Which I also confirmed, which is on March 12th, which is a Saturday, and I think that should be right around when my new cycle starts. So it might be good timing, it might not be, I don't know. As far as that appointment, I don't know how we feel about it yet. I'm hoping that maybe I'll get monitored more, like with ultrasounds and stuff, to see what my body is doing, like what the eggs are doing, what the follicles look like, all that fun stuff, since right now I'm just blindly taking Femera and I don't know what's happening, so that might be nice. My scare is I've been looking at my doctor and I've read some reviews that he likes to go straight to Clomid, which I'm not gonna do. Like, that is one thing that I'm completely against. And what else? I read one review which, like, there's a bunch of amazing ones and then obviously get a couple bad ones, but you still listen to bad ones too. So apparently he just kind of skips IUI, which around here is like $400 or $500, and goes right to IVF, which is like 10 grand. So those obviously are not in our box. IUI, I figured around here would be like probably like 2-3 grand. I read somewhere that it's like 500. So I guess we'll get the prices right when we go there. I wouldn't mind if it's like around 500, 2,000, maybe I'd give it a try. But honestly, like, Matt's sperm is fine, so it's not like he's the problem. It seems like I'm the problem, so I don't know how much IUI is gonna change that, because if they don't implant properly and my eggs are shitty, then IUI is not gonna do anything different about that either. Anyway. So in regards to why we decided to try again, like I said, it's been going like a bunch of times back and forth. One time I'll be like, no, I'm done. Then he's like, hey, let's give it a try. Then he's like, well, maybe we're done. And I'm like, hey, maybe we should. In the end, I want to say a huge factor in this decision was my good friend Leanne, and I thank you a million times for getting us to the point where we're like, well, whatever, just give it another try, it doesn't hurt. I don't know, like, we're right now it's cycle day 10, and it just seems like Matt's like, he doesn't really have much to do with it except for the let's have sex part. So it was mostly me that was fighting with myself in regards to, do I want to do this again? Why? Nothing's gonna change. So I'm like, you know what, maybe something is gonna change. So for me, I said the only way I'm gonna try again is, one, I'll keep temping, but I'm not gonna stress myself out. Whenever I wake up, that's when I take my temp. If I forget to take my temp, that's fine. And honestly, so far, it's been pretty nice. I've been waking up around the same time. 3 days ago, I think I just kind of forgot to take it, but honestly, I didn't even care. Now that might be because I had a crazy busy weekend and just didn't have time to think about it, but now the week's here where I'm like, I'm by myself, I have all day to think about stuff, so I don't know how well that's gonna go, but for right now, cycle day 10, I'm doing amazing. Another big thing, no OBKs, and that was kind of like, honestly, that was like the first thing that I said, I don't want to do OBKs. Now most of you are gonna be like, what? Believe me, I was the same way, because I'm like, that seemed to relax me before, just to be able to pee on it, look on it, get whatever. But for some reason, I felt like I wanted to take something out, and the only thing that I could think of was OBKs. I don't know how I feel about that yet, because there's not much of a warning, but honestly, they haven't done a whole lot for me before, except to like warn me and then nothing happens, and then warn me, nothing happened, and then warn me, and then it didn't happen. So in the end, all we can do is like have sex every second day, maybe like every day, maybe twice a day, and just wait until my temp goes up, and then we know it's done, and then wait for it, right? So I don't have any OBKs in the house at all, which is weird. But once again, it's cycle day 10. Usually I would start testing around now-ish, and I haven't, and I don't really feel like I have to. But I guess I'll see how the weeks progress. If ovulation should be late again, because if it's not until cycle day 22 again, that's like 2 weeks of stressing out about when it's gonna happen. So I don't know, wish me luck, I guess, on that department. Okay, now as far as what is different in this cycle, I don't know if you heard stuff rattling on my lap, but yeah, some things did change for us. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't film this video yet either, because I didn't really have that much to talk about. Well, I guess I did, because I'm pretty sure this is a long video again, but I wanted to include what we're taking out of this cycle and what we're putting in. So like I said, OPKs are out. Temping is meh, in-ish, if I remember, for right now. And then last week, well, first I ordered this, and then I ordered this, but this came first, so we'll do this, well, whatever. Okay, so these came today, which is why I was like, hey, sweet. Second package came, I might as well do this video now. So yeah, they came a little bit later than what I expected, but it's still only cycle day 10. Matt still has some leftovers, so he's been taking his already, which is good. And of course my camera dies, so I hope this is still kind of the way it was. It looks a little bit off, but whatever. Okay, so this is what I was trying to show you guys. This is what I ordered, like this is what came today. So I think that's what was clicking. Got it. Okay, so it's the Fertility for men and women. Now, like I said, Matt has been taking his thanks to Emily, who is so close to having her little baby, and it's amazing. Like, it just gives me goosebumps of how I've been around literally since that first video you posted and the first line that you sent me on your pregnancy test, and now finding out that it's a boy, and now here you are pretty much giving birth like any day, any minute, any, I don't know. So, okay, tearing up. Anyway, so dear Emily sent Matt the leftover Fertility. Leftover, well, they never touched this bottle. And we started using that cycle that we conceived. Now Matt used it last cycle too, and I think the cycle before, but only from like when I stopped Femera to ovulation, and then that was it. So we figured we'd get another bottle to be stocked up for a little bit, because honestly it can't hurt anything. If anything, it makes it better. So then I was like, well, I might as well order some for me too. I read like crazy good okay. I read crazy good reviews about it as well, that lots of girls like who used this 1 month and they got pregnant, especially with like PCOS and stuff. Obviously I'm ovulating on my own ish with the Femera, so this is not going to be able to like help in case of ovulation. Maybe it'll help me ovulate earlier to get things going. Maybe I'll get my eggs to a proper size and whatever they need to be. So yeah, that's step one as to what we're changing this cycle, and we're actually kind of excited about it because it's something new. It's something that can't really stress us out, except for when we forget to take them. So that's what's changed, step one. Now we just need to get to ovulation, and then what's gonna change, and this is thanks to Leanne, and reading crazy good reviews about it as well, is this little guy. I hope you can see it. I hope. So yeah, this is natural progesterone cream. Has crazy good reviews as well. For example, Leanne, I don't know. I don't think I've ever said your name out loud, so if I'm saying it wrong, just text me. Yeah, she has been dealing with the same stuff I have, kind of ish, whatever. So she was put on Femera, and then she started using this after ovulation, like after confirmed ovulation, and she conceived, and she got pregnant, and she got to keep the pregnancy after a previous miscarriage. Now I know a lot of you have messaged me in regards to progesterone, and I was kind of hesitant about it because I know my doctor wouldn't give me any, because to her my levels were fine. But after talking to Leanne, she was like, it is pretty much the same for her. Like her doctor said she was fine, but then when she started using this and they checked her progesterone, they said now they were like awesome pretty much. So I guess like doctors don't like to correct anything unless it's wrong or low or whatever. As long as you're fine, they don't really do much. So that doesn't help me. So this was my only option in order to get some kind of progesterone inside my body. Now, I got this little guy because I ordered the same one that she had and then a lot of women talked about. And now the second ingredient is aloe, which I'm allergic to. So I haven't quite thought about what I'm gonna do. I haven't used aloe in forever. I just remember using aloe for like sunburns and stuff, and my mom used to always like use it for me for anything, and I would always complain about burning skin and like burning sensations and just like burning. So yeah, that doesn't go too well with me. Like I can say like shaving creams and stuff, if there's aloe in it, I've been fine with. So I'm hoping that this is not gonna be horrifying, because the issue is once I start it and I stop it, my progesterone drops too much, and I would literally, if I'm pregnant, lose that pregnancy right there. So if I do try this and I do react, I would have to keep going until I for sure know whether I'm pregnant or not before I just stop. I think I'm definitely gonna give it a try either way. I don't know, I'm just hoping you're not gonna like freaking like blow up or something. But I don't know, it cost quite a little bit. I think it was like $50. So I'm planning to give it a try. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna be too horrible and then I can kind of handle it. Maybe I'm not gonna react at all anymore, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. So anyway, long video, but I guess I had to update you guys on more than I thought. Which I should have figured because it's been like 3 weeks, so yeah. So that's what this month looks like. Yay for trying again, still, whatever. No, not yay for trying again, because I would have rather been pregnant right now, obviously. And my due date's creeping up, where this month and next month are our last 2 chances to conceive before our due date. And the closer my due date gets, the more I'm freaking out, which is I think why I wanted to switch things up, just to keep my mind busy as to like just try something new, see if it works, I guess. If you haven't taken either one of these, let me get it together. If your husband hasn't taken these, if you've been taking these, or if you've been using this, let me know, and let me know how it is, where you use it, how you use it. In regards to the cream, I know what to do with the pills. And yeah, so I guess I'm still here with you guys, which I hope some of you are. That was weird. So yeah, I'm still here, which I hope some of you at least are excited about. Hope. But I think if you're watching this video, I'm guessing so, maybe. Yeah, but this cycle will be different in regards to videos, because honestly guys, I have nothing much to update you guys on in regards to like what are my OPKs doing and stuff. I guess I can let you know how the Fertility's going, or what I'm feeling, or whatever. But other than that, I don't have an update until I'm done ovulating, which could be tomorrow, or which could be next week, or which could be in 3 weeks. I don't know. But I'm definitely back on here, and there's definitely gonna be more updates, and I hope that some of you guys are gonna find me on Instagram too for more fun updates and faster updates. That'd be nice. Yeah, I know I promised to do that Q&A too. I'm gonna do my best now that I have nothing much to film in regards to OBKs and stuff. So if you have any questions for me, you can send them to me on Instagram, or you can send them to my email address, which is franandthejourneytobaby@gmail.com. Anyway, I hate ending these videos because I always feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think I covered it all. If not, there'll be another update pretty soon. So I hope all of you guys are doing well. Let me know in the comment section where you're at in your cycle, what you're doing differently this cycle, or if you got your VFP, or what you're going through right now. I love to catch up with all of you guys and see what changed for you, or what stayed the same. Let me know if you have any ideas on how to switch things up, and how to keep my mind sane in regards to being stuck at home and having nothing to do but think about this. So I'll see you guys really soon, and thank you guys for watching. Bye!